What made you do those things like online?
The thing is, I don't know what I did that was so bad for like you to freak out and Camilla to block me.
What made you do those things? Online. I don't know. The thing is, I don't even know what I did that was so bad for you to freak out and for Camila to block me. So, Lacy was just on stream with one of McKinley's friends, Julia, where they got into a big argument and even exposed the reason they supposedly broke up. Let's get into it. Of course, we all remember a couple of weeks ago when McKinley and Lacy were this rumored couple, streaming together, hanging out, flirting all the time. But then, out of nowhere, they stopped seeing each other. Radio silence. And yeah, fans were left shocked. Were they actually into each other? Or did McKinley use this whole thing as a quick scheme for views and followers? Well, last night, Lacy was on this boat party IRL stream, where he ended up clashing with Julia, a close friend of McKinley and a Bop House member. She started calling out some of the stuff Lacy allegedly did that caused the breakup. Julia, I want to know why you were talking to me. Lacy, I wasn't actually talking. I just didn't like what you did. Julia, what did I do that was so bad? You guys had this cute thing going on online, and you know people were rooting for it. I was watching all of it. Like, what made you do those things online? Lacy, the thing is, I don't know what I did that was so bad for you to freak out and Camila to block me. Julia, you said some messed up stuff. You did some stuff right in front of our faces. Lacy, what did I do? Julia, you were avoiding us. Lacy, I wasn't avoiding anyone. It was my best friend's birthday. I was trying to celebrate. Julia, okay, but still. Then you went into the room, like, spazzing about something. I'd have to show you. Lacy, I was spazzing? I don't know. Julia, and then you were online flirting with Kelly, and then right in front of McKinley's face, you're talking to other girls. That was crazy. Lacy, we weren't dating though. Julia, you weren't dating, true, but online, people thought you were. Everyone was invested. Let me pause here, because this is getting kind of ridiculous. So, Julia's saying Lacy wasn't hanging out with McKinley and her friends at the party, and was also flirting with other girls. First off, that's not really true. There are clips showing Lacy and McKinley together at the party. No, not the entire time, but come on, they weren't even officially dating. They were just good friends who might have started dating, maybe. Lacy wasn't some terrible boyfriend because, again, he wasn't one. It was his best friend's birthday. Of course he's going to be with his actual close friends and not some girl he streamed with a few times. Now, about the flirting, yeah, Lacy does that every stream. It's literally part of his content. He trolls, he flirts, he acts cringe, it's kind of his thing. Again, they weren't together. So why is everyone so mad? Lacy, it would be totally different if we were together. If we were actually dating, I'd never even look at another girl. Julia, I believe that. I hope so. Lacy, I was at my friend's party, on stream, making content. That's what I do, trolling. That's what it is. Julia, yeah, but in front of her face? That's different. Lacy, but then how was I avoiding her and also in front of her face at the same time? That makes no sense. Julia, you were in front of her, but treating her badly. You weren't trying to be around her. Lacy, I was literally with my friends the whole night, Deb, and all the phase guys. Julia, there's just, I don't know. I was upset about it. And you did apologize. I did apologize. Now Julia starts saying Lacy was mean to McKinley on social media. But I've watched tons of content on this drama. YouTube, TikToks, everything. And Lacy never said anything bad about her. And even Julia kind of backtracked on her claim. What's wild is that this same girl, on stream, was the one saying McKinley could do better than Lacy. Like calling him a bum. That's way more disrespectful than anything he's said. McKinley can do better than Lacy. I agree. So why is she acting like the victim now? Especially when she literally got involved in a wild 50v1 content event with Bonnie Blue. Have you talked to her? No, it's fine. I have nothing with her. We were just mad at you, and I didn't even know why. Exactly. You were mad over clips. Every time I go to a party, I troll. That's the content. If there's clips, there's clips. But I never meant anything bad by it. If McKinley and I were actually together, I wouldn't act like that. Period. You just kind of brought her down on socials. Did I, though? Really? Julia, You don't think you were acting weird at all? There are clips of you being mean. Lacy. To her? No way. Never. Find one clip of me being mean to McKinley, and I'll give you $100,000. Not to her, like about her. After the collab. Lacy. I'll wait. I'll stay here all night. Julia. I don't even know if I have anything. Lacy. Exactly. I've never said anything bad about her. Ever. In the end, it really looks like McKinley broke it off because of her friends. They didn't like that Lacy wasn't glued to her at the party. They didn't like that he flirted for content. And they thought he said mean stuff, but that doesn't hold up. And yeah, he wasn't with her the whole time. But again, they weren't dating. This isn't a betrayal. The most dramatic twist? McKinley used a picture with Lacy to clickbait her OnlyFans. Creepy old dudes bought in thinking it was couple content. And Lacy even threatened legal action over it. And now, it gets messy, because Lacy's texting Dala again. Yeah, that Dala. The one who used him for clout a year ago. The one who fake liked him for content. Honestly, it's a mess. But as Lacy said, I don't care. They can suck my. You get the idea. He seems unbothered. And who knows? Maybe we'll get a whole new video if he and Dala get back together. Until then, like, subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.